Hello everyone, my name is Donnie. Today we're going to do another video about money management. In today's video, we're going to focus on a very important topic when it comes to money management, and the topic is going to be a budget. The reality is that if you're going to be successful in managing your finances, you have to have a budget. So today's video, we're going to cover the top 3 reasons, or the 3 reasons that you need to have a budget. Now, we're not going to discuss how to make a budget. That'll be for another video. But in today's video, we're going to key in on why you need a budget. If you're going to save money, if you're going to have control of your finances, you're going to have to establish a budget for yourself or a budget for your family. As always, if you like the video, click the like button, ring the bell. You can also subscribe to the channel if you don't mind. And all that being said, let's just jump right into the video. What are the benefits to having a budget? Well, you can compare a budget for your money, you can compare that to a schedule for your time. The reality is that when you live on a schedule, you make better use of your time. You utilize your time more wisely and more carefully because you have a schedule to follow. And that schedule enables you throughout the course of the day, the week, of the month to get all the most important things done first and to make sure that they're done, right? And it's the same thing with a budget. Now, will a budget mean that you'll have more money? Not necessarily, but a budget will allow you to utilize that money better, to manage that money better, because a budget helps you to pay attention to your spending. So what are the 3 benefits? What are the 3 reasons that you should have a budget? The first reason that having a budget is going to give you peace of mind. The second reason is you're going to have more money in a sense because you're going to waste less money. And the third reason is having a budget is going to prevent you from living outside of or living beyond your means, which can add a lot of stress and a lot of frustration to you and your life. So those are the 3 reasons. Let's delve into each one so we can recognize the benefit of having a budget. All right, so let's jump right into the first benefit of having a budget. And that first benefit is going to give you peace of mind. Just like that schedule, when you make a schedule and you outline how you're going to use your day, all that you're going to accomplish, it gives you a certain peace of mind because you know that the important things are going to get taken care of. And it's the same with the budget. When you have a good budget, you know your bills, you know your expenses, you know how much you're going to save, you know how much you're going to spend each month. You have peace of mind because you're not worried about going over the budget. You're not worried about spending too much, and you're not worried about the most important things being neglected and not being paid. Having that budget gives you order. It helps you to be organized. It allows you to approach your finances with a plan. With a plan, if you execute effectively, you're going to sleep well at night because you know that everything went according to the plan, because you had a budget, because you were prepared. Regardless of what comes up in life, you're going to be ready because you have a budget to support that. So the first reason that you should have a budget is going to give you peace of mind. Now, let's jump into the second reason. The second reason you should have a budget is because you're going to have more money with a budget because you're going to waste less money with a budget. Again, going back to the schedule comparison, does a schedule literally give you more time in a day? No, you only have 24 hours. But the schedule helps you to waste less time so that you are more productive and it can feel like you have more time. Anytime you make a schedule and you schedule each thing that you need to do, you're just more productive throughout the day because you followed the task. It's the same with the budget. Because you waste less money at the end of the month, you're going to have more money. And you're not going to waste as much because when you're on a budget, you're paying closer attention to your spending. You're watching your spending. You're giving thought to your spending. You're not just spending frivolously. So you're keeping track of what you're spending, and inevitably you are going to spend less and you are going to waste less. So at the end of the month, you are going to have more that you can save perhaps, or you could invest perhaps, because you were careful about your spending. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't spend, but you just watch your spending. Therefore, you have more money because you waste less money. And of course, wasting is a matter of opinion, but the reality is that we all spend money on the things that we want. But when you have a budget, you're more careful about your spending, so you actually end up having more at the end of the month, which is an excellent thing. So that's the second thing. The benefit, you have more money because you waste less money. That's the second benefit of having a budget. Now, let's jump right into the third benefit. And this is probably the one you really want to pay attention to because it really shows you how a budget gives you the power and keeps you in control of your finance. So the third reason is that having a budget prevents you or stops you from living outside of your means, from living beyond your means. Because whenever you get ready to purchase something, whether it's a one-time purchase or whether you're going to make a series of payments on this purchase, then you can look at your budget and you can determine if this is something that I can afford. So for example, if you want to go buy a new car, now you own your car, no payment on it, but you decide that you want to buy another car, which is fine. The car note is going to be $400. You can look at your budget and you can tell if you have enough extra money in your budget to afford to pay that $400 car note. A lot of people just go to the car lot, pick a car they like, and bring it home. But with a budget, you can look at the budget and you can tell, hey, if I can afford this $400 car note. Now, does having a budget mean that if you don't see the money there that you can't get the car? That's not necessarily the case. So for example, you can look at the budget, you can say, you know what, I don't have $400. If I buy this car, I'm not gonna be able to save money. If I buy this car, I'm gonna go outside of my means, outside of my budget, and I can't afford to do that. Right? But check this out. You can look at the budget, you can say, you know what, let me see if I can find money in another area of my budget that would allow me to afford to buy this car. For example, you may look at, you know what, oh, I'm paying $165 a month for my Dish network. Oh, well, how can I find a compromise there? Well, what are my favorite shows? Disney shows, perhaps Star Trek. Okay, I can get Disney for $10, Disney Plus. I can get Paramount streaming services for $10, and I can still watch the shows that I like. Oh, okay. So if I deduct that, if I get rid of the Dish, that's going to save me $145 a month. Excellent. But that's not quite $400. So what else can you do? All right, let me see over here. I've been spending a lot of money ordering DoorDash at work every day. Wow, yeah, that's cost me about $30 a day. 30 times 5 times 4. Wow. If I stop ordering DoorDash at work, I can more than afford this car. But let me do a compromise. So I'll tell you what, I'm only gonna order DoorDash Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna stop ordering it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Now I see it, okay, so I add that up between getting rid of the Dish network and not eating out so much at work, I can pay for this $400 car note. So the budget did not prevent you from getting the things that you wanted, but the budget allowed you to move money around within your budget so that you can afford to buy the things that you want. In this case, it was a car note, right? It could be a TV, it could be a cruise. You're able to glance at the budget and you're able to determine if you can afford it. The question is not if you want this said item or this said thing, but the question is, does my budget allow me? And if the budget does not allow me, what tweaks can I make? What changes, what adjustments can I make in my budget that allow me to get the things that I want? And that's the power, that's the control that a budget gets you, so that at the end of the month, you're not behind on your bills, you're not struggling to come up with money for your mortgage because you bought this car. No, at the end of the month, you look at that and you say, you know what, I'm fine because I made these adjustments in order to have the things that I want. So the overall point is that a budget is just beneficial. It takes work, yes, but in the long run, it's worth it. Why? Because it's gonna give you peace of mind, you're gonna have more money because you're gonna waste less money, and the budget is gonna prevent you from living outside your means. Again, it's just like that schedule. The schedule keeps you organized. The schedule keeps you productive. It doesn't mean you can't watch TV with a good schedule. It doesn't mean you can't go out to eat and have a good time, but you set aside time for those things so that the most important things are taken care of first. Same with the budget. The peace of mind comes from the fact that you know you took care of all the things. You paid yourself first, you saved money, you paid all your bills, and then whatever left you're able to enjoy. When it comes to major purchases, trying to determine how much rent you can afford, how much mortgage you can afford, how much car note you can afford. That budget is going to keep you in control. It's going to empower you to use your money in a way that's going to benefit you the most as opposed to harm you the most. Those are the 3 benefits. Again, if you like the video, click the like button. If you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Continue to work toward the goal of being your own bank, experience financial freedom. But one of the major factors in being able to accomplish that is learning to have a budget. Watch for the follow-up video. I'm going to do another video soon about how to establish a budget in another video. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Enjoy your day. See you next time.